Amazing, beautiful people, and welcome back to another Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood reaction video. Oh my, oh my, yeah, episode 4. Episode 4 was interesting, heartbreaking, absolutely devastating, and I only found out after reacting to it that apparently people were waiting for that episode. Apparently it's kind of a thing. Oh my lord, I had no idea. The show, what I thought FULLMETAL ALCHEMIST Brotherhood was going to be and what it is are completely different. In my head I had like this light-hearted, old school style anime that I was only gonna like loosely enjoy, you know, kind of like middle ground. I did not expect it to be this dark, this messed up, this action-packed, this story-driven, and this good. But I guess I should have, because it is one of the best. I think it might actually be the most rated, like highest rated anime of all time, right? So I guess that kind of makes sense that it's this good. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking. Hopefully this episode isn't as devastatingly heartbreaking as episode 4. Let's jump into my first time ever reaction to FULLMETAL ALCHEMIST Brotherhood. Also, make sure you subscribe. Let's jump into my first time ever reaction to FULLMETAL ALCHEMIST Brotherhood, episode 5.
In order to learn more about the field of bioalchemy, Ed and Al visited the home of Shao Tucker, the sewing life alchemist. There they befriended Tucker's young daughter Nina and her dog Alexander. The day of Tucker's annual state alchemist certification assessment was drawing...
Look. I've gone through this once already. You can kiss my ass. Am I going through it again? Let's fast forward this a little bit. Okay, yep, very sad. Very sad. Very sad. I can't. I don't know how to skip it. I skipped 10 seconds.
At his own powerlessness.
Oh, good. I can't go through that again, guys. Don't do it. Don't do me like this.
Hey, Mom!
I don't need a flashback. I don't need a recap. I'm going to bury that in the deepest, darkest corners of my mind and forget it ever happened. Episode 4, gone from my memory. Oh, this is lovely anime about two brothers having some action adventure across the countryside. This is nice.
Mom!
What do you have there, Ed?
It's a present. I transmuted it.
You did? You're your father's son, all right.
Also, I wonder when we get to
Thank you
meet the
very
dad.
much. That's an amazing thing you did. Creating something as neat as this takes talent. But...
If you can do that, why couldn't you make Mommy better, Ed?
Big brother. Let's play.
I'm gonna stop watching altogether. Is the whole show just gonna revolve around episode 4? But leave episode 4 alone, man! What the bullshit? Come on! Stop!
Brother, are you alright? You were dreaming.
Oh! Ah. Jesus, man.
What's the matter, you two? You're up awfully early.
We need to know what's going to happen to Tucker and Nina.
Mr. Tucker was scheduled to be stripped of his certification and stand trial for what he did to Nina. But they're both dead.
Dead?
You'll find out anyway, so I might as well tell you. They've been murdered.
How? By who?
We don't know. I was just heading over to the scene now.
We're coming with you.
No.
Why not?
You don't need to see this.
He's always one step ahead of us.
We better catch up to him quickly, because the way things are going.
You sound as though you were expecting this. Fill me in.
God has given us a great trial, my children. Wicked heathens have spread insidious rumors trying to shake our faith, and now the military seeks to oppress us. But we must...
This motherfucker's still in power? But they literally... Oh man, people are fucking stupid sometimes. They literally broadcasted this guy going, it's all bollocks, it's all lies, everything is a load of bullshit, ha ha ha! And the people are like, nah, it's propaganda, man, it's propaganda. That was clearly it wasn't even his voice, that was AI generated. Like, he admitted to it. You all heard it. How has he got any kind of following?
Let's hold tight to
What
our
is going
faith.
on?
The time has come to rise up, weapon in hand, and fight in the name of the great god Leto!
Yeah! We fight under the protection of Leto!
Down with heathens and heresy!
No! Don't be fooled!
Wait,
nothing but lies. Can't you see that? Hold your tongue.
Wait, I'm an idiot. He was killed. He was killed. He was killed, right? He was killed. That's not him. He's dead.
We aren't pawns of the heathens like all of you are.
Human foolishness never ceases to amaze me. Wouldn't you agree, Gluttony?
Fools, all of them. Fools indeed, sad but true.
Well, well, if it isn't the father.
Yeah, father.
Sorry to have to put you to all of this trouble.
As soon as we have everything handled here, I have my own responsibilities I need to get back to.
The Full Metal Boys' interference was irritating, but at least we were able to make it work in our favor. Looks like we'll finish up ahead of schedule.
Manipulate a little information, spout some empty rhetoric to the believers, and you have a fine recipe for instant violence. Humans are such simple creatures.
I mean, we are.
Bloodshed gives way to more bloodshed. Hatred breeds more hatred, until all of the violence soaks into the land, carving rivers of blood. And no matter how many times it happens, they never learn. The human race is made up of violent, miserable fools.
Who seem more than willing to play into our hands.
Are lots of people gonna die again?
I don't like her smile.
Yes,
It's
they
creepy.
will.
Ooh, can I eat all of them after they die?
No, you may not. By the way, Envy, could you lose the old man costume? It's rather unattractive.
Come on, I was just staying in character. But if you insist, this time around I'll go with the younger,
cuter model. What do you say?
A monster! What's going on here? What have you done? What have you done with the real Father Cornello?
It's your call.
He said I was a monster. I think that's quite rude, don't you?
Can I eat him? Can I?
Oh, hey, did you hear the news? Shao Tucker, that out.
This anime is nothing like I thought it was going to be like. Nothing. Literally nothing. I'm gonna be honest. FULLMETAL ALCHEMIST Brotherhood is pretty fucked up.
Alchemist in East City? He's dead.
Tucker.
Damn.
Why should we care about a little nothing like him?
Because it was him who was responsible for the murder.
Speaking of East City, isn't that where the Flame Colonel's staying right now?
Yeah, and apparently the Full Metal Brat's there too.
Oh, is he? As furious as I am that he interfered with our work here, we can't very well let him die. He's an important sacrifice.
That was so yummy!
We'll find some way of handling the situation. The other one we were speaking of, what was his name?
Scar. Because of his face?
Yeah, we don't really know anything else about him, so that's what we're calling him.
Our target is both unidentified and elusive. The only information we've been able to obtain about him is that he has a large scar on his forehead.
Yeah,
it's Harry Potter!
Stories about that man.
It's Harry Potter! Oh my god, Harry Potter is to be feared. He has a magic wand and a broom. Oh my god, that's one evil foe right there. Harry Potter is one evil motherfucker.
That's who you're trying to hunt down?
Harry Potter.
By order of the Military Police Command Center. Meanwhile, all my other work is piling up. Ugh, my head hurts.
He's killed 5 people in Central, all state alchemists.
Classic Harry Potter
Body
action.
count nationwide is up to 10.
5 days ago, he took down Old Man Gron.
The Brigadier General? But he's an expert in weapons transmutation.
That shows you how dangerous this guy is. You should increase your escort and lay low for a while. Nobody will blame you. Please, I'm asking as your friend. You and Tucker are the only state alchemist of note in this area, right?
Oh no.
I've been thinking about this for a long time. We put all our trust in alchemy, but in the end, what is it? Alchemy is the science of understanding the flow of matter and its laws. The process of comprehension, deconstruction, and reconstruction. The world flows too. It must also follow laws. Everything circulates. Even death is a part of that circulation. We must accept the flow. Teacher sure drummed that into our heads, didn't she? I thought I understood it, but I didn't understand anything. Mom proves that. Now here I am again.
do we get to see, like, what, like, do we get to see what happened? Like, that creature that they managed to, like, summon, was that their mum? Was that their mum they brought back, but, like, not fully? Did they bring back, like, a part of her, but not all of her? Or was it literally just a creature that they brought back by accident? Was that creature then, like, sucked back into whatever world it came from or whatever? Or was that creature then just, like, was that their mum? Or was that just a creature that came from them using the chemical makeup of a human body in order to, like, transmute? Or, and then if so, like, either way, whoever that was or whatever it was, what then happened to it? Where'd it go?
Trying
we find out?
to figure out a way to do the impossible.
Oh, come on, man. It's too soon.
Such a hopeless idiot. All this time and I haven't grown up one bit. Thought maybe the rain would wash away some of this gloom that's following me. But right now, every drop that hits my face is even more depressing.
I don't even get that much. Without a body, I can't feel the rain hitting my face. That's something I miss all the time. I want to get my body back soon, brother. I just want to be human again. Even if it means going against the flow of the world and trying to do the impossible.
You, boy, you were the Full Metal Alchemist Edward Elric, correct?
What the hell is going on here? Who is this guy? What does he want? This is bad. This is really bad. I have to move. Now! Let's go, Al! Run for it!
No, you don't.
Got you!
Al, grab on! Damn it, what the hell is this guy's problem? Making enemies isn't something that I never really avoided it. But there's no reason someone should be trying to kill me!
This guy seems to be incredibly powerful, like insane. He seems to, like, just be able to completely dominate even the strongest state alchemists. I did think Ed and Al might be, like, the best fight up against him, just because of their determination and skills, but even they're struggling and just deciding to run. Like, this guy is on another level, like crazy. At the moment, it's not. We don't really know what his intentions are or what drives him forward. We haven't really that hasn't really been revealed to us yet. So I don't call anyone bad or good until I know why they're doing this. What's their drive?
Who are you anyway? Why are you after us?
As long as there are creators like you in the world, there must also be destroyers.
And it looks like we're gonna have to fight.
Gutsy one, aren't you? But... too slow.
Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist. In case you missed that. Holy shit, man.
There's nothing inside.
You bastard!
You're too slow.
Damn it!
An auto mail arm. Then that explains why my attacks didn't do the damage I expected. Most unusual.
Brother! Don't! Just run away!
You idiot! I'm not gonna leave you behind, Al!
You press your hands together to make a ring, and then you perform transmutation. Now I see. Then I will have to start by destroying this abhorrent right arm of yours.
Brother!
not be able to use your heretic's alchemy. I will give you a moment to pray to God.
Brother! Run away! Brother!
Unfortunately, there isn't any god I'd like to pray to. Am I the only one you're trying to kill today? Or are you going after my brother Al, too?
If he interferes, I will eliminate him. But Full Metal Alchemist, you are the only one who's receiving judgment today. You alone.
Okay. In that case, I want your word. Promise me you won't hurt my brother.
Brother!
I will keep that promise.
No. Brother, what are you trying to do? What are you thinking? Run! Get up and run! Stop! Don't touch him! No! No, you can't! Stop it!
That's enough! You won't be killing anybody else today, Scar. I'm taking you into custody, where you will answer for the murders of at least 10 state alchemists.
Alchemists alter things from their natural form, perverting them to something else, something grotesque. They profane God, the true creator of all things. As an agent of God, I am here to hand down his judgment. If you interfere, I will eliminate you as well.
It's interesting. It's interesting. There definitely seems to be like an underlying religious aspect to this, with the sins as well. Like it seems like the 7 sins are in this, right? The 7 deadly sins. We've met. I can't remember who the other one was. What was it? We've met flipping Envy. Was it Envy? So we've met Lust, Gluttony, and Envy. So we can presume there's 4 others around the corner somewhere we haven't met yet. They have their plans, and they're using some sort of false idolization of the pastor to create followers or something like that. I don't know. So there's definitely some sort of religious underlying, and this guy Scar seems to be heavily driven by God as well. So there's something there.
Oh, is that right? You guys stay out of it.
Colonel Mustang, sir!
Colonel Mustang. So this is the Flame Alchemist. Volunteering yourself to receive judgment. This is truly an auspicious day.
So you know who I am, and you still want to challenge me. Bad decision. Hey, Hawkeye, what the hell did you do that for?
You know as well as I do, you're useless on rainy days. Please stay back.
Oh yeah, I forgot. It's kind of hard to get a spark going when it's raining, huh?
It is fortunate that you can't create your blasphemous flame, State Alchemist. For I will destroy all who interfere with my mission right here and now.
I'd like to see you try it!
A newcomer.
You have to be quick to avoid my fist. Not bad. Not bad at all. You said you were going to destroy us all. In that case, why don't you start by defeating me? We'll see how you fare against the strong-arm alchemist, Alex Louis Armstrong.
Yet another State Alchemist. God is putting them in my path for me.
Not backing down? In that case, your courage will earn you a demonstration. I'll show you the art of alchemy that has been passed down the Armstrong family for generations!
Who is he?
That's the same man who murdered Mr. Tucker and his daughter.
It's him!
Major, watch what you're doing! We don't want to destroy the city, do we?
What do you mean? Destruction and creation are 2 sides of the same coin! You must destroy to create! That is the law of the universe!
Did he have to strip?
Are you surprised? He's clearly insane.
Non-alchemists may fail to see the inherent truth of that statement, but we understand, don't we, Scar?
I've never seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I've checked out the openings. I've checked out some of the OSTs. I've checked out the endings. But I've never seen it. But for some reason, I feel like this guy right here, Strong Arm Alchemist, I feel like he's a character straight out of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure from what I've seen.
So this killer is an alchemist too.
That's it. The stages of the transmutation process are construction, deconstruction, and reconstruction. This guy just must stop at the deconstruction phase.
But if Scar is an alchemist as well, doesn't that mean he's strayed from whatever his ways of God are too?
And what would be his reasons for only targeting alchemists with state certification?
unusually coordinated for his size, and his strength is almost superhuman. That combined with his alchemy, he won't be an easy one.
I have you cornered, Scar!
But there's a moment when his swing is too wide. There it is. Why?
You get him?
He's too fast. I only grazed him with one shot.
Red eyes and brown skin, that means he's...
Of course he's an Ishvalan!
Perhaps there are too many.
You might as well give up, Scar. You're not getting away.
Bastard is in the sewers.
Stay put.
Sure, you don't have to tell me twice.
Sorry, Armstrong. But thank you for buying us enough time to surround him.
I was hardly buying time. It was all I could do to keep myself from being killed.
Oh, is it over now?
Lieutenant Colonel Hughes, where have you been this whole time?
I thought it best to lay low.
You didn't think about maybe backing us up?
Of course not! A person like me shouldn't get dragged into a freak show with you pack of pseudo-humans. It's bad for my health! Don't just stand there, we've got things to do! Deploy troops! Circulate his description!
Yes, sir!
Oh no, Alphonse! Alphonse! Al, talk to me. Are you alright?
That suit of armor is Elric's younger brother, is it?
There's gotta be a really long story behind this one.
Come on, Al. Al, do you hear me?
Why didn't you run away when I told you to? What kind of idiot are you?
No way! I'm not just gonna run away and leave you behind!
Which is exactly why you're an idiot!
What do you keep punching me like that for? If I'd run away, you could have been killed, you know that?
And maybe I wouldn't have been. Making the decision to die is something only an idiot does.
Hey, easy on the idiot stuff. I'm still your older brother, got it?
I'll say it all I want to! Survival is the only way, Ed. Live on. Learn more about alchemy. You could find a way to get our bodies back and help people like Nina. You can't do that by dying. I won't allow you to abandon the possibility of hope and choose a meaningless death. Oh, great! And now my arms come off because my brother's a big fat
idiot! There was something funny about that line. Ah, great, there goes my arm. For fuck's sake. Oh, man. It makes sense. I'm not going to side with Al or Ed on this issue because both of them are right and both of them are wrong. It's your brother. You're not just going to let your brother die. 9 times out of 10, you're going to try and keep them alive, so fair enough. Right? It makes sense. Alphonse obviously can use alchemy as well, but not to the level Edward can. He seems to be on just some other level and have like a natural skill to it as well. I am interested and intrigued about their father. I also am very intrigued about the Ishvalan Wars that they keep mentioning, because they keep bringing it up all the time, and yet we don't really know much about it. Or I'm guessing that's the point, though.
We're really falling apart, aren't we, brother? We look like we belong in a junkyard.
But we're still alive.
We are.
Good grief, I've stumbled into an extra special kind of freak show, huh?
Yeah, sorry.
Don't worry, I won't tell anyone upstairs. If this got out, things would get complicated.
Yeah. The older brother aside, I wouldn't even know how to explain the younger brother's body.
I don't envy you. This is one tough customer you're dealing with.
And now we know he's Ishvalan.
I like Hughes, but Hughes definitely has like an element around him that is suspicious. But I do like him. I like to believe that there's just a really good friendship between those two. But there's just something about Hughes and the Flame... Like, I like to believe I'm just looking too much into it, and Hughes and the Flame Alchemist are just good friends. But I don't know. There's something. Maybe I'm wrong.
The Ishvalans were a race of people.
Here we go. Here we go.
They believed that their god Ishvala was the one absolute creator. Even after they were annexed into the country, there were still conflicts between us and them. Then, 13 years ago, a military officer accidentally shot and killed an Ishvalan child. And that led to a full-blown civil war. One uprising led to another, and before long, the rebellion had spread to the whole eastern sector. After 7 years of this, an order came down from the military high command to exterminate Ishval. Many state alchemists were brought in to act as human weapons. Needless to say, the state alchemists produced striking results. That man is an Ishvalan survivor. In a sense, his revenge is justified.
No way! There's
So, is it really that dark? So, literally, Ishval is a country that was wiped off the maps because, man, if you actually think about it, like, why were they uprising and why were they fighting back? They kind of sound in the right. From what we just heard, it sounds like they're in the right. They were oppressed, pushed into one, told to go back into one country. They were reprimanded and had to stay there. And then a soldier goes in there, acts, and he shoots a child. And eventually they're just like, we've had enough of this oppression. We're fighting back. They fight back, and then they get wiped out. I can't help but feel like the Ishvalans are completely in the right. I don't know, unless there's more to it.
For taking revenge on people who had nothing to do with it. He's just dressing his ugly lust for vengeance in the mantle of his god and calling himself an agent of justice.
Also, are there any, alchemists who are literally, because we just saw one stand outside a city, snap their fingers and blow up the city. Are there any alchemists with that level of strength?
Still, the fact is, he's coming at us with full force. We can't let ourselves be killed for his cause. Next time, there will be no more talk. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Well, Ed, Alphonse, what are you two going to do now? What's the plan?
We're going to keep moving. We can't just sit around, not as long as we're still alive.
Brother.
Before we can make any headway on getting your body back, we have to get my arm back to normal. After all, I'm the only one who knows how to bond your soul to the armor.
Uh-huh.
We've got no choice. It's been a long time. We need to pay a visit to our mechanic.
Ah, is that mechanic the girl they grew up with? Is that who she is? The one that we saw right at the beginning? The grandmother's daughter, granddaughter, whatever it is, the young girl. Is that their mechanic? Because it was suggested quite early on in episode 1 and 2 that she was going to be a main character, right? She got all the sort of development and stuff like that, along with the other character we saw recently. You can kind of sort of glean when someone's going to come back, right? And we haven't really seen anything of her, but yeah, I am interested. So my assumption is she is one of the main characters. I don't know if she'll join them on their journey or anything like that, but yeah, right? Is that who they're talking about? Okay. I'm trying to work out everything. My brain is just going a million miles an hour. I've got so many questions. I'm trying to flipping straighten it all out. Okay, so this guy's an Ishvalan. He is pissed. He wants to get revenge. Rightly so, right? Like they said, his revenge does seem to be completely justified. It's hard to argue against it. Is Edward the only one who knows how to bond someone's soul to armor? And can it only be done with armor? Can he bond someone's soul to a shoe? Is he the only one who's ever done that before? Has no one else done that? Because whenever it's revealed, it seems like most other alchemists are all mind blown at that level of skill. So is Ed just really skilled with that sort of stuff? So we got the random girl who they grew up with, who is now the mechanic. We've got Edward shocking everybody, and we got this guy who's an Ishvalan on a war rampage. And then we've also got the deadly sin slowly forming and doing their own religious thing in the background as well. We've also got the father, who is mysteriously just not around. Which definitely makes me think the fathers... The thing is, they were young enough to recognize their father, so my guess would be the father isn't a character that we know, unless they've somehow managed to change the way they look. But I do 100% believe the father will return. I think that makes sense. They wouldn't just have all these discussions about him and then just never show him again. It seems too convenient, so I have no doubt in my mind that one day that father is going to return. Whether they're good or bad, we don't know yet. What we do know is they were dedicated to being an alchemist. There's a little fly there. They were dedicated to being an alchemist and the mother constantly complimented Ed, saying how much like his father he was. So we can only presume that Ed and Al's father has similar, if not stronger, skills to Ed, and is a very gifted alchemist as well. We don't know who his father is yet. I never expected, I know I keep saying this, but I really didn't. I never expected FULLMETAL ALCHEMIST BROTHERHOOD to be like this. When I checked out the openings, and sort of the music around it, and a couple of the animations, I presumed it was going to be like, you know, like a retro anime, you know, like one of the ones we all grew up with, you know, like that style of anime. And I was like, I don't think that style of anime is going to sit with me, like I'm going to enjoy it that much. And it just isn't. It really isn't. It's obviously that style of animation, but it's not that style of storytelling or anything. It's very dark, pretty gruesome, very fast-paced. It's like incredibly story-driven, and like and dark again. To say it twice, because it is. It's so much darker than I thought it was going to be. I didn't think it would be like this at all. It's very, very, very good. I'm so surprised. Every episode, it just feels like it gets a bit darker and a bit darker. I really am surprised. I didn't expect this at all. I didn't expect this to be one of the darkest animes I've watched so far. But it is. Wow. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying these reactions. Again, all Unblurred reactions are available on Patreon. I'm really enjoying this. I really am. It's bloody good. It is just a very, very good anime, and I'm looking forward to watching it all. Anyway, I'm going to end the video there. Like I said, press subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Let's get to 300k. I love all of you. Have an incredible day ahead of you. And as always, my friends, you right there with me. Till next video.